Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's Just Two Movies.
Welcome back to another episode of It's Just Two Movies. My name is Daniel King. I'll be your host every time that you ever listen to the show. Bird's not here. Instead, I've got Jackson, whom you remember from a previous episode. I don't know what number episode it was.
I don't know, like 4 or 5.
Yeah, we watched the Color of Money.
Color of
That's
Money.
What we watched the Color of Money.
Movie.
Yeah, it was cool. It was how you been since then?
Good, yeah.
We were talking a little bit. You said you're still doing some of that academic research.
Yeah, academic research, trying to, get better at things. Just study. Yeah, study and work, about all I do.
Well, hell yeah, man. So, yeah, I pretty much same. So, what I'm actually doing is I recorded with Bird last night because he had to go to the moon.
The moon.
And he'll be back next week.
Did he fly?
Maybe.
Uses bird powers?
Well, I'm doubling up. I got my old lady's birthday coming up. I got my kiddo's birthday coming up. So I don't really want to record during that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm doing 2 this weekend. I'm doing 2 next weekend.
Doubling down.
Yeah, that's it. Doubling down. Thanks for joining us. We got as is customary on the show, what we do is we watch 2 movies. We watch one movie that at least one person perceives as a good movie. And then we watch another thing that's, probably a piece of shit. And we take a big dump on it. And then we talk about how we would have done better because, we're
critics.
We can just do that.
Kind of.
It's fine. It's fine. You can do it too. Join us. If you have any recommendations for the show, please do give us a email at itsjusttwomovies@gmail.com, at itsjusttwomovies on Instagram or Twitter.
You better come strong with that, though.
Yeah, you better come hard. Better bring that fucking A game.
But yeah, I'm super pumped to be here again. I love it. I love your I love the show. So I like being here.
It's gonna be a good time. So, what we'll normally do is when a guest is their first time on the show, I let them pick the movie, and then when they come back, I pick a movie, and then it teeter-totters back and forth. So you picked The Color of Money. I went with God Bless America, which is a 2012 film directed and written by Mr. Bobcat Goldthwait. It stars. There's a lot of people in it, but really it stars Joel Murray, who's actually Bill Murray's brother.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's really?
And Tara Lynn Barr.
Really? Bill Murray's brother. I didn't know that. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm connecting dots. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Bill Murray's brother. Probably his younger brother. I don't know. Let's find out.
Good piece of trivia right there. I didn't know that. And who was the girl?
That would be Tara Lynn Barr. Yeah. Joel Murray is an American actor. He's had some prominent roles in television series Mad Men, Grand, Love and War, Dharma and Greg, and Shameless. But he also appeared in films including God Bless America and Monsters University. And, Siblings.
Interesting.
John Murray,
I would
Brian
have
Joel
never
Murray,
guessed that.
Edward Murray, Bill Murray, Peggy Murray. This is Bill Murray's brother. I thought he was great in this. Are you culturally aware of Bobcat Goldthwait?
Sounds somewhat familiar.
Yeah, it does. You remember the stand-up comedy boom of the 90s?
Yeah.
Where everybody just had a gimmick. Here's the one.
Right.
Here's the come on and make it's always voice sound.
Everybody had their own gimmick.
Yeah, and that was his at the time. As a stand-up comedian, I thought some of his comedy was funny, but it was the voice, the gimmick thing that I couldn't stand. But man, as a writer and director, I thought this movie was hysterical. Let's see here, had a 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 66 on Rotten Tomatoes, 56 on Metacritic. Didn't really make any money, only made like $123,000. Wonder what the budget was.
It only made $123,000. I mean, the Murray brother, one of the Murray brothers isn't getting paid.
It looks like it made almost $1 million worldwide.
So, yeah, for this movie, I had to type it in specifically, God Bless America, right? Because every time I would type it in, a song would come up. I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to listen to that. I'm looking for a movie.
God Bless America movie.
It's like, all right, how do I do this? All right, movie. Okay.
Bobcat Goldthwait would say that it was fine. It was okay with him that not everybody liked his movie. Because clearly it is not for everyone.
Definitely not for everyone.
So before we really get too much into this, I know that you hadn't seen it, which I was thrilled because it is kind of it's like a cult movie.
Yeah.
And it's been around for a bit. It's 9 years old, came out in 2012. But I know it's something that not everybody I know has seen by any stretch of the imagination.
Right. For sure.
So what did you think of it?
Yeah, so first time I saw the movie, I hadn't even heard the movie. I didn't know this existed. So it being 9 years old, for me, I thought it was a good movie. It's definitely not going to be for everybody.
No.
There's going to be some, people just turned off by, this is a somewhat of a fantasy movie for people to like live out their, weird fantasy. So
it's not something I would recommend watching. Like even if you have like a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old, it's too much. It's too much for that. The violence is hyper violent.
It's hyper violent,
and the language is abhorrent. Like there's a lot of vulgarity in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And it seems like I do like the movie, but like in today's world, I'm like, man, could they even get away with this movie nowadays?
Yeah, I could see it being like a little too touchy for some people. It's kind of why I wanted to do it.
Yeah, I like it though.
Because it is a little touchy. If you've not seen God Bless America, and that oral description didn't turn you off, what it's about is your main character, Joel Murray, plays a gentleman named Frank. Frank is disgusted with the world. He hates his neighbors. He hates how rude people are. He hates how rude television programming is. He's depressed. He's just like flipping through the channels, and it's like MTV Mean Girls, and she throws a used tampon at another girl.
Yeah,
there's a guy like getting kicked in the balls or whatever, and it's just and then it's like an American Idol where they're making fun of a guy who's differently abled.
Yeah, so like it becomes like a theme of the movie of the guy that they're making fun of. It's just mean, right? And
yeah, they are just being mean as shit to the guy, and like they're laughing at him. They're not with him. They're not cheering him on. They're making a spectacle of him.
And it's not funny. And he's like, "What? Why are you guys laughing? Like, this is not funny.
Why do you guys like this shit?
Yeah, like this is
fucking mean,
stupid.
Why is everybody so mean?"
Yeah, he just sees the world, obviously different from the population of probably 85-90% of the people.
Right.
And he's like, he has his own thought process on how things should be.
Mm-hmm. And
what he sees is way against his inner being of a person. Yeah. He's like, nah, this is not cool.
So I'll do a real quick elevator pitch, and then we can talk about it.
All right.
We'll talk about the whole thing. So you've got Frank. He essentially loses his job. His doctor tells him he's got a brain tumor. He fucking snaps. He gets his service weapon out of stash because he's ex-military, and he's about to blow his brains out when he decides he's just going to go next door and murder his neighbors that he hates because they're the worst they're awful people. In his defense, everyone he murders, they're not awful like in a petty way. I mean, they're just shitty people. They're shitty, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, they're entitled, they're the worst people.
The worst.
They really are.
And it pops out of everywhere. Every
it's just a commentary on culture, I think.
Yeah, basically.
So that's what happens. He fucking goes on a killing spree. He's a spree killer. That's what happens is he travels across the country murdering people that are mean and rude and inconsiderate.
Basically, that's what it is.
That's it.
Like,
yeah.
Fuck you, mean people.
He gets a little sidekick, and that's the movie. It's just a guy murdering people who are assholes.
That's it.
That's the whole flick. So before we get into it and we talk about the whole movie, do you want to rate it first or do you want to rate it at the end? Let's rate it at the end.
Rate it at the end. Okay.
Okay. So as you'd mentioned, we talked about Frank, just his state of mind.
Right.
How what kind of guy he is. So he finally goes to sleep and he gets up. He's getting ready to go to work the next day. He calls his ex-wife. She's a nightmare. His daughter is a nightmare. She's like, I hate Daddy. Why'd you give me a BlackBerry? I wanted an iPhone. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah. So
he's just like, why would you get her a BlackBerry or an iPhone?
It's like, why did you pay that much money for that? She's like 5. Or she's like 8 or something like that.
Whatever it is. He gets to work. All the people he works with are fucking awful. He fantasizes blowing them all away.
Yeah, he's using his stapler and he's like pointing it at him. He's like
shooting staples.
Click, 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 click.
And they are. They're fucking just awful people. Everybody he interacts with really is pretty awful.
They are. It's like, what if that was the world you lived in, and it's like everyone around you was just the worst possible version of that person, and that's what he's seen all around him on TV. He's watching TV. Every channel he flicks through is like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's like, why is this something people watch?
Yeah, right. So he gets to work, and the first thing he meets the receptionist, Karen, in reception. So he's talking to Karen. He's like, hey, by the way, she smiles at him. He smiles back at her. You can tell maybe they kind of got a little thing going on, or maybe not.
I thought they did.
I thought they did too. It certainly seemed that way, which is probably deliberate. But anyway, he's like, oh, here's that book I was telling you about. And he gives her a book. And she's like, oh, thanks. That book, by the way, I think I read is a copy of Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
I didn't know that. I didn't look that up.
Something like that.
You're on it.
Well, I got a couple things up my sleeve,
right,
you know.
Right.
There's not a whole lot. It's something like that. If it's not Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, it's something else and zombies. Whatever it is. I just don't have it in front of me. So he's sitting there at work. He gets called into a meeting by his boss, who's also horrible, and they fire him for sexual harassment.
Yeah. So they fire him for. So he thought he was doing a nice thing for somebody. He's like, yeah. It was her birthday or something happened.
She was having a tough time. I don't think they go into detail about what it was.
So he sends her flowers.
He sent her flowers, and he got her address by getting in the system and getting their address, which I will admit sounds creepy as fuck.
It does.
However,
it does, but it came from a good intention. Yeah,
I would say in 1975 through 1985, that was probably just a nice gesture.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think there was anything immoral or fucking weird about that. That's probably how he saw his parents behaving with other. We'll get him some flowers.
I mean, even if today, if one of my coworkers looked at my address, sent me some flowers, said, "I know you're going through a tough time," I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." But yeah, not Karen.
No, not Karen from reception. No, hell no.
Yeah, Karen. Yeah, it turns on him. A nice gesture.
Yeah.
From a good. He's coming from a good spot. He doesn't see anything ill intent about what he's doing.
Yeah, so here's how Karen's awful.
Exactly.
It was a nice gesture for him to send her flowers just because she was having a tough time, and he lent her a book. Those are two very, I would say, non-sexually advancing, just nice things to do in the time that he was brought up in now. You send a random stranger flowers, or just like a vague work colleague, you get their address from work to send them flowers. That kind of sends the wrong signal.
Yeah.
But, back then, I think that seems like it was probably a pretty standard practice thing to do.
I guess. I would even see it as today. If someone sent me flowers I didn't know, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Thanks.
Yeah.
It's like, just don't show up to my house.
Yeah. This film is not shot in 1975 through 1985, though. This is modern 2012.
Yeah, 2000s.
Yeah. Modern mid-2000s, 2010s, I guess. So he goes home. He's depressed. He lost his job. He gets home. He's fucking sitting there flipping through the channels again. And I gotta say, man, all those TV shows, they're a little comically over the top. But they're pretty fucking close.
They're pretty close.
They're close enough that it's kind of not funny. Because he's like, hey, let me show you how awful just regular television programming is. And they're made up shows, but man, they're pretty on the nose.
Yeah, they're exactly what you would see if you were to watch garbage. I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's like, this is what you guys watch. It's like, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's watching it. I don't know why he's watching it. Maybe that's the only channels he has.
There's nothing else on.
Right.
What's the thing he finally puts on and falls asleep to?
It's
it's a documentary about that guy that climbed the watchtower in Texas.
Oh, right. Lee
Making
Harvey.
him the first American spree killer.
Yeah.
That guy. Was it Lee Harvey?
Lee Harvey Oswald. The guy that killed JFK.
No, I'm talking about a different guy.
No? Pretty sure that's it.
Charles Joseph Whitman.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What am I talking about?
Was an American mass murderer who became infamous as the Texas Tower Sniper.
Well, shit. I definitely thought it was Texas Watchtower. I put JFK together. I don't know.
They also make mention of that guy in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, okay.
It's just an example of what one dedicated Marine can do with an Italian bolt-action rifle.
I still thought that was the Lee Harvey Oswald dude.
No.
I mean, maybe I'm just connecting, the JFK murder with the guy in a watchtower or a library or whatever.
Yeah.
In Texas.
Yeah. But that's what he falls asleep to, and he decides he's gonna fucking blow his brains out.
Yeah, he's giving up.
So he gets a service weapon, and then he decides maybe not, because he already had a fantasy about killing his neighbors, which is really funny because the lady's like holding the baby right in front of her, and she's like, "Please, I have a baby."
Yeah,
and he goes to shoot her anyway, and she throws the baby up in the air, and he's just like, "Pull!" Shoots the baby.
So let me say, I came into the movie with zero knowledge of what's going on. One of the first scenes
that is in like the first 3 minutes of the movie.
I'm like, oh, where's this movie going? I was like, okay, he kills that dude, because I didn't know it was a fantasy that he's like dreaming, right?
Uh-huh.
And then she throws the baby up in the air and he shoots. I was like, oh shit, okay, this is where this is going. All right, buckle in, get ready.
Yeah, it is dark and weird, but at the same time, it's so charming because
it is. Yeah,
it's a really weird combination, but I think it's really well put together. So right before he decides to steal the neighbor's Camaro and go on his killing spree, the last thing that he watches on the TV is like My Super Sweet 16 with a super obnoxious girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just the worst. And you can tell it's kind of where like Frank's daughter is picking up that same kind of vibe.
Yeah, so what he sees on TV, he's seen in real life. He's like, this is how the world is going to function because everybody's doing exactly what they see on TV.
Yeah, this is exactly how it's going.
Like the girl on the Sweet 16 flips out about not getting the right car.
They get her like a BMW. She's like, I wanted the Escalade.
Yeah, it's like, what? And he sees his daughter do the same thing with the phone. She gets a BlackBerry and she wanted an iPhone.
So he decides that he's going to steal the neighbor's car and he's going to go kill this kid, this 16-year-old girl. And he steals the Camaro. He drives over and he's got his gun or whatever. And another schoolgirl, probably that age, sees him. She's like, a little early for fucking creeping on kids, isn't it?
I mean, he does look like a creeper. He's in the middle of the woods in his Camaro.
Yeah,
with binoculars.
Yeah, Tara Lynn Barr. She's great in this. She really is. She plays Roxy. Roxy. She's fantastic. Just a great little actress.
Yeah, she fits
actor, whatever,
like perfectly with like a yin and yang type of situation.
Yeah, she's a little more chaotic than Frank is.
Oh, for sure.
But they're a good combo because she helps him. She helps him with what he needs to do. We'll get a little more into that.
She does a lot of confirming.
She helps kind of push him a little more. She helps him not give up, essentially.
Yes.
Even though not to say that you shouldn't just go around murdering people because you think they're assholes. It's not what I'm saying. His definition of giving up is killing himself. So he's about to kill himself 3 or 4 times in this movie, and she talks him out of it every time. She's like, "You are on the verge of greatness."
Yeah.
Which is so weird because he's just killing people.
Yes. Well, so to go back, so he's watching this girl in the woods at her high school.
Yeah.
And she's walking out, and she's in her car that she didn't want. Right?
Yeah.
And then
he walks up to her and cuffs her to the steering wheel,
like,
and she's like, "If you want the car, you can just take it. I wanted an Escalade."
Yeah, I didn't want this. He's like, "Fucking, I hate that." He shuts the door on her,
and then he stuffs it, which is actually pretty badass. I think they start playing "School's Out." He's stuffing
he fucks it up.
He's stuffing a piece of cheesecloth or something into the gas tank and squirting lighter fluid on it. And then lights up a cigarette, and he's walking away all hard.
Yeah, he does a slow motion, like a hero action movie. Like he's going to walk away and blow up.
He turns around, and the cloth is falling out, so he like goes to try to pick it up, and it's fucking on fire, so he's like, "Ah, fuck." And he just takes out his gun and shoots her in the head.
So her girlfriend starts to come up, and he's like, "Oh, fuck, I just shoot her, fuck it."
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, Chloe, is everything okay?" Bang!
He's like, "No, fuck this."
Yeah, and her head just fucking explodes like a water balloon in the inside of the car. The amount of gore that's in this is way over the top. When he's fantasizing about killing the neighbors, he shoots the baby, and it's like 2 gallons of blood.
Yeah, so if you don't get turned off by the baby getting shot, You'll like the movie.
Oh, yeah, this would be right up your fucking alley if you thought that was outrageous and entertaining in any way.
Like, if you push past that, all right, you're in the movie.
Yeah, you're in it to win it at this point. So he's leaving. He's like, jumps the little fence chain or whatever. And that girl sees him again. She's out there smoking a cigarette by where his car was parked.
Yeah.
And she's like, did you just kill Chloe? And he like looks at her, frantically and gets in the car and drives off.
She's like, awesome.
She's like, awesome. So he's getting ready to blow his brains out at the hotel that night. And a little knock on the door. And here comes that girl, Roxy.
Yeah, talk about creeper. She found him real quick.
She did find him real fast. She's like, no, it was great. It was so amazing. She's such a cunt. Like, she's the worst. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. And then he's like,
who the fuck are you? Why are you in my hotel room?
She finds a suicide note, and she's like, well, I want to watch. So she gets a dry cleaning bag and like gets inside of it, and is like, wait. You're going to just be known as like a sad old pervert because you killed a 16-year-old girl because you couldn't have her.
Yeah, it's like you had a crush on her.
No,
That's how the story's going to develop.
I killed her because she was awful. She was entitled. She was spoiled. She was rude. She was mean. And they're like, yeah, but that's not what anybody's going to see.
Yeah, and he's pissed off. He's like, okay, I can't do this.
Yeah, they're just going to label you a pervert when there's so many assholes out there, Frank.
He's like, I got to kill more people, apparently.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but at some point during this, Frank went to the doctor. His doctor told him he had a brain tumor.
Yeah.
Really bad brain tumor. You don't have much longer to live. His doctor also is a fucking awful person.
He's a terrible person. He's reading him that he has a brain tumor. In the middle of him reading that he has a brain tumor, he gets a phone call, and he's like, I guess I'm going to answer that.
No, I wanted the one with the moonroof. No, the one we test drove.
It's like, what are you doing? This is life-changing for this guy.
Yeah, you're telling him he's going to die.
And you're taking a phone call. You're an asshole.
She's like, you got to take me with you. Please. Let me be your protege. Let me be your sidekick.
Yeah, she gives him...
Let me be the Robin to your Batman.
She gives him a story, though. And he's like...
yeah.
He's like... I don't know, I remember the exact story.
That his mom's a crack whore and her boyfriend comes in her room at night and rapes her and shit.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I guess you can hang out with me.
We could kill them. And she's like, oh, yeah, we could. No, we better not, though, because you don't kill people you know. That's how you get caught.
Which was smart. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
And they're like, well, who should we kill next? And they decide to just kill Chloe's parents from that My Super Sweet 16 birthday TV show because they also both look pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They walk in, or he walks in there, and there's the dad and the mom.
Yeah.
The dad, what does the dad say? He says something to the effect of,
We're Chloe's parents.
It's like, we're Chloe's parents. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, you're superficial, I guess. I don't know, it's like his response to the situation was like, what?
Yeah, he's like, I know you're
like,
why would I care?
It's like, what is that?
Yeah, so he blows the dad away, and then his gun jams, and the mom starts to run. She's way more fit than he is. So he's chasing her around the house and trying to unjam his gun and shit. And then, all of a sudden Roxy's in the house, and she's stabbed her with a knife, and she's like gutting her.
Roxy's a terrifying person.
She is fucking scarier than Frank is.
Like, she doesn't have anything wrong with her except that everything's normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Terrifying.
they fucking wash each other off in a car wash.
Yeah.
They wash each other off in a fucking car wash. It is like super not sexualized. Like, have you ever seen Leon the Professional?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, that's kind of hypersexualized for a little girl.
Right.
It's not in this. She's even like, Frank, do you think I'm pretty? And he's like, I refuse to objectify a child.
Yeah, Frank goes the total opposite way. He's almost afraid to accept, like...
To even take a position.
Yeah, he's like, no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
No, please don't bring me in this.
Nope, it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that.
It's like, that would make me a mean person that I'm against or whatever.
Which offends her. And he's like, if you're a kid, though, be offended. I don't give a shit.
He's like, I'm not responsible for your self-esteem.
Right. I'll not be responsible for the self-esteem of a teenager. So Frank, he's the golden boy, man. He's just the nicest guy.
He's very nice. He's very nice to the point that he doesn't understand the world around him. That is not nice. So he's, he despises the people that represent who he's not, and he goes after them.
Yeah. Okay, so she talks him into being a spree killer instead of killing himself again. they decide that they're gonna Bonnie and Clyde it, essentially.
Yeah.
So they're going across, they're buying clothes at thrift stores and shit, and they go catch a movie.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah. I mean, you get so they go into a movie, which right now 2021 is like movies.
Right.
I can go to a movie theater.
There's 5 people in the theater besides them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they sit down, and the people that you hate at a movie are the people that show up in this.
Yeah, it's the 5 people that are there. They're all the awful people. Except for one.
Except for one.
There's 2 couples sitting behind him, and the one girl's just being quiet and trying to watch the movie, and her boyfriend and his friend, I guess, are cutting it up. And the other girl's like laughing a lot.
She is the worst. She is so annoying. She answers like 3 phone calls.
They're throwing shit. They're being confrontational. They're being rude. And there's another guy that takes a phone call in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, that guy. He tried to be nice. Like he tried to like so Frank and the girl move up a couple seats and they get closer to this other guy. And the guy was like, he like looks back and he's like, yeah, those guys, they're annoying.
Yeah.
And then 10 seconds later, he picks up his phone and starts talking, and they're like, "What the fuck, dude?"
So Roxy's like, "No, Frank, don't shoot him. I got this." So she tries. She's taking a couple of pop shots at him. She can't hit shit. So he grabs the gun out of her hand. He kills the girl movie talker, the guy movie talker, the other guy movie talker. The other girl's just still sitting there in her seat, and then the other guy that was on the phone the whole time. They turn around and look at him, and he's got his flip phone open. He's like, "I'm recording this." And then
he gets real pissed off about it. He's like, "Oh yeah,"
he shoots him right in the head.
Just threw the phone to his head.
Yeah, and on their way out the door, he stops and looks at the one woman he left alive, and he's like, "Thank you for turning off your cell phone. Thank you for remaining quiet during the feature.
It's like, thank you for being a decent human being.
Hope you enjoy the movie." So then later on, they're like, "We're on the news," and then it's like, these people say that the movie was so violent that's why they killed them. And then it was like, one eyewitness thinks differently. And she's like, they were just being dicks. He killed them because they were rude. Like, the one guy took a phone call and everybody else was like throwing stuff. He just wanted them to be quiet during the movie.
Yeah. So the news spins it one way. It's like, oh, this movie's so terrible. It's making people kill people. And then the eyewitness that was there, she's like, no, they're just jackasses. Like, they sucked. They sucked as people.
He just wanted everybody to be nice, and they weren't being nice.
Yeah, they were mean. Like, that's his whole thing. Mm-hmm. Frank's whole thing is, don't be mean, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Be cool.
So there's a scene in the hotel where they're talking about like music and Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
And all that the next night. I thought that was interesting. They have an interesting conversation about music, Battlestar Galactica, and Star Trek.
Yeah.
If you're into any of those things, it's a cool scene in a movie.
Yeah, she jumps into, like, she's hardcore, like, or he paints her as a picture of somebody that likes, the new age of punk rock. That may not be punk rock. And she's like, no.
The Fallout Boys and the Green Days.
Yeah. and she's like, no. I like Alice Cooper. And then they go into this big, deep conversation about...
What'd she say? Fallout Boy can suck shit through 10 bricks or something like that?
Yeah, she's like, no, that's not me. I'm not hip to the new age, like, punk stuff. That's not punk.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a nice scene. I liked it. It was just a memorable scene from the movie. Although I don't remember the dialogue or anything. I remember thinking, okay.
It was a good scene. Like, she got upset that he painted her as someone like you painted me as this person. Like, that's not cool.
Mm-hmm. That night he has a dream that they're in a parade, and then all of a sudden he's Kennedy.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a cool. I
forgot about that. No, you're right.
Cool foreshadowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's this news anchor guy. Like, it's a lady holding up a sign that says "Bring home our troops," and it's like, what a fucking shitty bitch. You dumb bitch. It's that news show.
Yeah.
With the guy who's just an asshole, and it's like, oh, Connor's Corner, or whatever the fuck it was called.
His name was, yeah.
Yeah, the guy's just a prick.
Yeah, he's just he's a jerk. That is, he's gonna say whatever his constituents think is, hip, whether it's, the worst thing he could possibly say about.
Right. Yeah, he's just doing it for clicks.
Yeah, he's just doing it, and yeah, he's just a news anchor that's like, oh, dude, you suck. Like, who listens to you? And apparently a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people. It's weird watching this movie from 2012 and just seeing like how the political structure in the U.S. has changed.
The progression. It's like it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
it's like we haven't moved anywhere. It's like you assholes still watch this and listen to this.
Does Bobcat Goldthwait know the future? Maybe. Bobcat, write me at itsjusttwomovies@gmail.com, which you check the inbox. Nothing from Bobcat Goldthwait.
Not yet. He's coming.
So they decide they're going to kill the news anchor guy, which good on him because he's awful. And he's even awful when they have the scene with him later. But anyway, they stop at a restaurant. Frank has these fucking migraines all the time. And she's like...
He relates those to his tumor that he thinks he has.
Yeah. So she's like, oh, let me see your hands. It's a pressure point. And he's like, no, it's inappropriate. And then eventually he caves and lets her try her pressure point. He's like, it's not going to work. It's fucking stupid. So it does work. And she's doing both of his hands. And he's drinking a beer. And it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. She's like, a little early for beer. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I don't think this is the place you want to see the wine list. Because there's just like a little greasy spoon diner or whatever.
It's like the Waffle House, basically.
Yeah. She's the quips in this are really well written. Because she's like, she's got both of his hands. Right. And he's like looking at his beer. And she's like, you know what you need, Frank? And he's like, a straw. It's just like little smart, clever comedy in it like that. And then, they it's really great character building. The whole thing, it's really great character building. Everybody has their arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So they go hunt down this fucking guy and they kill him. And he's a dick the whole time. Yeah,
so they stake out in the woods again, like his first kill. Like he is staking out in the woods, watching. When's a good time to shoot? And then this guy, he's just on his morning jog or whatever, and and they shoot him, and they both shoot, and they're like, all right. The girl goes, "Did we kill him?"
We just winged him.
Like, all right, let's run up to him. And they have this kind of long conversation with this guy.
Yeah, he's packing also. That's the only reason they have a chance to talk about it. And the dialogue here is really great because he's like, what is this fucking, wow, you must really hate my politics. And Frank's like, I actually agree with you on some things. He's like, why do you have to be so mean?
Yeah.
And
he's like, you're just mean, dude.
Yeah, he's talking, and you can tell when he says, I actually agree with you on some things, Roxy turns and looks at him like he's got a dick growing out of his face.
Yeah, she's like, I don't agree with anything he says.
What the fuck are you? What? And then she says, the guy on the ground, the news anchor guy, he's talking all kinds of shit to Roxy. He's got a gun on her. And she's like, fucking fuck you, you piece of shit. And then fuck this and the piece of society that you use and blah, 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 blah. And I hate your fucking politics. Bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, she fucking just unloads a clip in his corpse.
Yeah.
And then they
doesn't hold back.
Yeah. And then they're walking off and she's like, what politics do you agree with? And he's like, well, less gun control, obviously.
Yeah, she's such a hypocrite.
Frank, then every psycho will have a gun.
Yeah, it's like, we're not the psychos.
Yeah, every crazy's going to have a gun.
Every crazy's going to have a gun. And she's walking away with, they both killed 2 or 3 people by now.
Yeah,
it's like, what do you mean? Gun control. It's like, of course. We don't want every crazy. Like, we're crazy, but we don't want everyone else that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. It's put together really well. So they're staying at another shitty, weird motel, and Roxy's in the bathroom, and Frank sees her parents on the news.
Right.
Being like, oh, our baby girl's missing. We love her. And they definitely don't look like a child molester and a crack whore. It looks like a nice, normal family.
They look like the Burbs,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Where's my kid at? Mm-hmm. So, like, his world gets flipped upside down on that one. He's like, I thought you were, this in this terrible place. That's the only reason I brought you with me.
Oh, yeah, he fucking splits. He's like, go home to your family.
And she's like, no, I'm just from a normal place. And he's like, what? Like, what's normal? And she's like, I hate normal.
Yeah, she's like, I have to pretend all the time.
There's nothing exciting. There's nothing nothing in life for her that is enjoyable.
No, so Frank splits. He splits. She does go home, and she's miserable. He like sees her on the news again, like, oh, they've been reunited, and she just looks like she just is miserable.
Yeah, so they're doing a press conference, and their parents are super happy.
We're going to Disney World,
and she's just like, "Fuck, I'm back." I'm back here again. Really?
Yep.
It's like, and I don't know if he sees that or not. But you, as an audience, you can see that she despises everything around her.
Yeah.
Everything that's quote unquote normal.
She's like a nihilist.
Yeah. Nihilist that wants, turns into an anarchist. I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah, oh man. It's a fucking ladybug in my beer.
Well, I guess we both need new beers.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. So Roxy's home. Frank's at yet another weird, gross hotel room. And he goes to buy some guns. So he gets this guy in there, and the guy's like, oh, we got guns. I got this gun. I got that gun. I got this one. And the guy that when he intros the AK-47, it is the exact same description that Samuel L. Jackson uses in Tarantino's Jackie Brown. When you absolutely, positively have to kill every motherfucker in the room, except no substitutes.
Yeah, that's exactly what they related to.
No, it's quoted from, as a hat tip to Tarantino.
I didn't know it was the exact quote. That's good.
Jackie Brown's fucking great. Have you ever seen Jackie Brown?
I have not.
We might have to do it on the show. It's a little dated because it's an older film.
Yeah.
I think it's pre-Pulp Fiction, if I recall correctly.
Holy shit.
It's an older Tarantino movie, but it's fucking really good.
I'm down.
It's still clever, funny, violent, gritty. It's a Quentin Tarantino film. Yeah,
Tarantino.
So he's like, yeah, I'll take the AK-47, and I want all the extra clips, and I want you to throw the case in too. And he's like, all right, big guy. So while we're talking, is there anything else I can get you? You want like some meth, some blow, some hookers, some child porn?
Yeah, he looks at him. He's like, what the?
So
fuck?
Frank looks out the window, and there's like two hobos out there sharing a 40, and I think he turns around and looks at the guy. I think it's just implied that he kills that guy.
Yeah, I thought he was going to kill the guy in the scene. I honestly thought he was going to pick up a weapon and shoot the guy. I was like,
they might have shot that and left it out. This is a breezy movie. It really is fast to watch. I watched it on I think Tubi, where it had commercials.
It didn't take long to get through it. It's hour and 20 maybe.
I don't know. I'm gonna look up the runtime real quick.
It didn't feel long.
Hour 45.
But it doesn't feel that long.
No, it's got legs, man.
Well, once you're hooked in and you're like, all right, this is where this is going. All right, okay, let's go.
So before Frank and Roxy split, they discussed about how they were going to go on this show. What was it called? American Superstars. It's a knockoff of American Idol.
The funny thing about American Superstars is the way their logo was. It was just a regular A, like that you do in cursive. And I'm like, I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I thought that was hilarious because they draw it on the commercial. And it was like, oh, I got that.
Yeah. So it's an American Idol knockoff. They decide that they're going to go to the show, and they're going to kill all the judges and a bunch of people that are there and all that shit just because they're awful. They're awful, and they're contributing to awfulness.
Yes. So Frank buys that AK with the thought of,
I think he just kills the guy and takes it.
Yeah, I think he does.
Could be wrong.
We could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. They did leave that part out. But that makes it kind of good. You leave what happened to that guy, right?
Right.
But he does he has his own plane. Roxy went back home. He's got his own plane. He's gonna go. He's like, the one thing that he watched on TV before he started his killing spree was one thing he hated was, they were making fun of this guy that was singing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh man.
And they find out a commercial that they watch at some point on TV says that guy,
it kept coming up over and over and over, and everybody's just laughing.
That guy that they were all making fun of, he tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
So they laughed at him and pushed him to the brink of wanting to off himself.
He's
what I mean?
And he's like, that feels like me, but on a public stage. And then he goes, he has his plan. He gets that AK, and then he has a plan to, I guess, go to the show where they're taping and it's off everybody.
Yeah, the American Superstars bit when he actually gets there, pretty tense.
Yeah,
but like they because the movie's got so much levity in it throughout it that makes it lighter and more fun.
The kind of a Bonnie and Clyde is kind of nice, kind of.
Yeah, well, they're joking around about it. They're laughing. They're having fun when they go run down the Westboro Baptist Church. People, oh my god, I fucking scene is so good.
I forgot about that.
This movie's got a little bit of everything, man. If there's ever like, man, somebody wish somebody run them cocksuckers down with the car, you can watch this movie. They do. It's pretty great. And they throw that guy off a bluff.
Oh yeah, I don't even know why they did that. I was like,
just to watch him take the tumble, I guess. I don't know. But it's actually pretty tense here. There's one little tiny bit of levity, and I think that's it. Is when the security guard lets somebody else in, and he comes in behind him, and he's like, Frank is pointing, got a gun on his head, and he goes, "Hey, look at me." The guy turns around and looks at him. He's already got a gun on him. He's like, "Shit, man." He's like, "Listen, I don't want to hurt you. Are you prepared to die for this show? Because I'll kill you. I've killed lots."
Yeah.
And he's not joking, because his body count by this point in the movie is probably like 48.
It's pretty high.
Yeah, it's like it's nothing at this point. It's just
So Frank's whole thing, like if you were to peg Frank as why is he killing people? He kills people that are mean. Just mean people.
Yeah,
Are you a mean person? You might get off.
He's not had to kill anybody that didn't, in his eyes at least, deserve it. Like, he's not killed any innocent people as far as he's concerned.
And it's all through his lens of a view of what he determines as mean. But the security guard, he puts almost John Wick like you can either go right now or you can be an asshole and I'll kill you. Sorry.
Yeah. So security guard rolls out. Frank slips in the back. He gets his AK-47, and he comes out of the crowd. And he's like, they're like, "Why are you here? What do you want?" He's like, "I'll tell you what I want." And he's got these monologues. He's got like 4 or 5 of them in the movie where he just talks about like, you're like this though. Like, look at yourselves. Look at yourselves in the mirror and think to yourself, is this the kind of person that I want to be?
Right.
Because you're awful. You're awful to everyone, and you just don't care because you're entitled, and you don't think that other people matter, and you're wrong, because now I'm other people, and I matter right now, don't I? Because I have a semi-automatic fucking rifle, and I've got a machine gun in your studio full of people.
Yeah, aimed at everybody, and it's his commentary on culture. He's like, "Fuck this, you guys suck." And
Roxy comes out because she knew he was going to be there.
She knew.
So she just shows up, and he gives her the AK, and he pulls a couple of pistols.
Well, so she says, she runs up there, like she's in the audience, and she runs up there, and he's like, you can tell he's kind of relieved, like, "Oh, you're here,
my little
cool.
sidekick,
nice." And then one thing she wanted, that self-esteem part. He's like, "All right, you're pretty."
Yeah, I think you're a very pretty girl.
Yeah, you're a pretty girl. Here's an AK.
Yeah. Yeah, because she was grilling him really hard about that, and then she gets all mad and gets ready to storm off, and he's like, I'm not gonna objectify you and all that. I'm not responsible for your self-esteem and all this other shit." And then right before she storms off, she's like, "I just wanted to know if you thought I was pretty."
Yeah, she just wanted to be recognized as a person, as a,
Yeah, that was it.
And in her world, she was just a normal person that was in a normal, probably. You ever watch The Burbs?
Yeah, with Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Yeah, like she lives in the burbs. She's nothing extraordinary happens there. It just sucks. It's just like what, you have to make shit up that's going to be funny or fun or whatever. Everything else is just go to work. Everyone comes home. It's a normalcy of society. It's like, this sucks. Like, what am I doing here?
So he has this, Frank has this big old long monologue that, man, it's pretty heavy.
It's good.
It's pretty heavy. It I don't want to say, it really makes you think, but it'll make you think about yourself at least a little bit, how you interact with other people.
Yeah, it's definitely commentary on society of how he views it, and it makes, it's a reflection.
Yeah, I find myself battling with being too quick to think other people are assholes. You know what I mean? And that's something I've always worked on. But this is one of those things that'll will kind of just force you to reflect on yourself a little bit, because you're just hearing this monologue from this guy whom you kind of admire. Although, granted, it's absolutely a work of fiction. I just admire the person that he is.
Yeah, he goes after it. Oh, by the way,
I would have admired him before he killed all those people. He just seems like a good man.
I think we forgot to mention his doctor calls him back.
Oh shit! I totally forgot about that.
His doctor calls him back and says, "Hey, yeah, so I have bad news.
Yeah, you don't have a brain tumor.
You don't have a brain tumor. Are you going to sue me?"
Yeah, he's like, you told me, you showed me the tumor. He's like, yeah, that was a different Frank. That's Frank. I wish I would have wrote down his last name.
One letter off.
Yeah, his last name's one letter off.
And he's like, I gotta go make a call to this guy.
So yeah, that guy, I gotta call him next, and let's see how he takes the bad news. He's a cocksucker. He's probably gonna try to sue me. And he's like, are you gonna try to sue me, Frank? And he's like, no.
No, it's like, that's not bad news.
That's not bad news. It's fine.
Bro.
That's great news. And he's like, okay, well, that's nice. I appreciate that, Frank. All right, I gotta go call this cocksucker Frank. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. So yeah, and then so he gets to into his monologue. It's a good monologue. He points out all the things that you look at in society, and you're like, why is this popular? Why do people like this? Why are people cheering for this?
Why is everything overwhelmingly this?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's fucking 9 years old. I love this movie. I think it's fantastic. It still remains one of my favorite movies since I have ever seen it. It's probably in my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a good movie.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So yeah, I mean, Frank and Roxy just start fucking lighting up the audience and suicide by cop because they're surrounded.
Yeah. So the first person that Frank kills was the dickhead that's
Simon Cowell.
The Simon Cowell. He's like the guy that, like, his first words, I can't remember, but he's like, "Are you really doing this?" Like, kind of like, this is your response to a gun at your...
Yeah, he's like, "You're fucking killing me."
It's like, yeah, yes, I am.
Yeah, that's it, and you get roll credits.
Well, hon, so, they shoot a ton of people in the audience, and all the judges, they shoot everybody.
Everybody who's a party to it.
And then, like, the police are asking, like, what do you want? And like, yeah, whatever. Like, you're not going to answer my question.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate everything. What are you talking about?
I want you guys to be decent.
So, Roxy runs up there, and they're both Bonnie and Clyde at this point.
Yeah.
Guns blazing. We're going out.
Just lighting them up.
At least we're going to feel something.
Yeah, I guess so. It's great, man. That's that, and then it's roll credits. What if you had to give it thumbs? How many thumbs would you give it?
Thumbs.
Out of 10. Out of 10 thumbs.
Out of 10 thumbs. So, I thought about this actually before I came over, and I was like, how many thumbs would I give this? For me, it was a violent movie. It was but it was also one of those enjoyable violent movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to go too low on it, but I thought, there could have been more to it, or I don't know, maybe the violent turned me off. I don't know. But I was like, I'm at a 7.5 on it.
7.5? Okay. I'm gonna go 9.5 on it. Violence doesn't bother me at all. I think it's done in such a way where I don't think it's excessively gory or that believable.
True.
You know what I mean? Like when he shoots that girl in the head, your head doesn't explode like a giant water balloon. It's just not how it goes. So when I see stuff like that, it doesn't look like realistically violent to me. So it makes it not as like cringy, I guess.
And I came into the movie with no expectation of what I'm watching. I'm like, what am I watching here? Like,
probably should have read the synopsis before you went into it.
So I was like, oh shit. All right, I'm in for a ride.
Yeah. It's a fucking weird movie, man. No doubt about that.
Yeah, 7.5 to an 8. Right in that range.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah, that's good, man. See here, yeah, I guess, with the last episode I did with the Birdman, we totally forgot to do trivia. All right, so here's what we got for trivia.
Okay, how's this work?
So trivia is I ask you 5 questions, you ask me 5 questions.
All right,
that's it. They are multiple choice, and you drink your beer for every incorrect answer, but you have to keep answering until you arrive at the correct answer.
Oh, I've done this game.
Yeah. So that's it. We're gonna do, because we're almost totally out of trivia. We're doing the Fellowship. We're doing Lord of the Rings trivia.
Oh, I mean, I like Lord of the Rings. Actually, yeah, I like. I'm not gonna say it. I like Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Wings.
Blah, 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 blah.
So, since you are the guest, you do get to pick. Would you like? There's 10 questions on this page. Would you like the first 5 or the last 5?
Let's do. I'll take the first. No. I'll take the last 5.
You're taking the last 5. Okay. All right. Here we go. While traveling through the mines of Moria, which member of the Fellowship of the Ring is killed by Balrog?
Huh.
Is it Boromir,
Oh, we get multiple choice?
Aragorn, Frodo, or Gandalf?
Damn it, you're all gonna hate me because I can't remember shit.
Boromir, Aragorn, Frodo, Gandalf. While traveling through the mines of Moria, which member of the Fellowship of the Ring is killed by the Balrog?
Oh shit, you're all gonna crucify me. I don't know, Gandalf. Oh,
That is correct.
I wasn't sure if he died or not.
As the Fellowship nears the end of its journey through the mines of Moria, they are attacked by a fire demon known as the Balrog. In order to buy the others time to escape, Gandalf engages the Balrog in battle. Although he dies during the course of the battle, Gandalf's life is later restored, and he is returned to Middle-earth to complete his task as Gandalf the White.
That kind of, tricky question there, man.
That's kind of a tricky one. All right, here we go. What is the name of the Ent who carries Pippin and Merry through Fangorn Forest? Is it Treebeard, Skinbark, Grey Branch, or Quickbeam?
I have no idea.
Treebeard, Skinbark, Grey Branch, Quickbeam.
I'm gonna go with Grey Branch.
So sorry, drink your beer.
Damn it. Who the fuck is Grey Branch?
What is the name of the Ent who carries Pippin and Merry through Fangorn Forest? Treebeard, Skinbark, Quickbeam.
Damn it. Tree bark?
Tree bark is not an answer. Treebeard, Skinbark, or Quickbeam? Treebeard.
Oh, I
Very
got it.
nice.
I got it.
In The Two Towers, Pippin and Merry escape from their orc captors only to be captured by an Ent named Treebeard. Although Treebeard crushes one lone orc who is pursuing them, he still mistakes the two hobbits for little orcs and announces his intention to ask the White Wizard for his advice on what to do with Merry and Pippin. Fortunately for Merry and Pippin, the White Wizard turns out to be a resurrected Gandalf, not the evil Saruman.
Nice.
Question number 3. What do Merry and Pippin steal from Gandalf? Do they steal fireworks, his hat, muffins, or his staff?
I'm gonna go with his staff.
Ooh, so sorry.
Damn, who's marrying Pippin?
Drink your beer.
It's been a long time since I watched Lord of the Rings.
Not me. Been probably
shit.
like a week.
Damn it.
Lord of the Rings is like a comfort film for me.
Me too.
Like if I don't feel good or if I'm tired, but I don't know, I need help going to sleep, I can put on like The Fellowship or The Two Towers. Fucking knocks me out.
Yeah, I listened to like chapter 4 and 5.
Oh yeah.
When I go to sleep.
Well, listen to this. What do Merry and Pippin steal from Gandalf? Is it fireworks, hat, or muffins?
I'm gonna go with hat. Damn.
Ooh, so sorry. Drink your beer.
All right.
Third attempt.
I'm gonna say muffins.
What do Merry and Pippin steal from Gandalf? Fireworks or muffins? You're gonna go with muffins?
I'm going with muffins.
Final answer?
Please? No. No.
Drink your beer.
Fireworks. He makes fireworks?
Gandalf is delighting Bilbo's birthday crowd with a pyrotechnic display when the two troublemaking hobbits steal a giant dragon firecracker and set it off inside a tent. As penance, Gandalf forces them to wash dishes after the feast.
I don't know who Merry and Pippin are, so
They're the other two hobbits.
it's a bullshit question.
You're a bullshit question. All right, here we go. In The Two Towers, who is Saruman's spy in Rohan? Is his name Gamling, Grima, Gimli, or Gollum? I will give you a hint here just because it doesn't have it listed. His last name is Wormtongue. Gamling, Grima, Gimli, or Gollum?
Damn. Gimli?
So sorry.
Damn it.
Actually, get a beer and then drink it. In the Two Towers, who is Saruman's spy in Rohan? Is it Gamling, Grima, or Gollum?
Gollum.
No, drink your fucking beer.
Damn it.
In the Two Towers, who is Saruman's spy in Rohan? Is it Gamling or Grima?
It's got to be Gimli at this point.
So
Motherfucker.
sorry, drink your beer again.
Oh.
An advisor to King Theoden, Grima Wormtongue's task is to keep Rohan weak. Through his manipulation, Saruman is able to cast a deadly spell on Theoden, snapping his will and reducing him to nothing more than a pawn whom Grima can easily control.
Yeah. I have no idea who that person is.
Okay, now think back for this one.
Oh, shit.
Okay?
What we got?
Who tries to destroy the One Ring at the Council of Elrond? Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, or Gandalf? Who tries to destroy the ring at the Council of Elrond? Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, Gandalf.
Aragorn? Damn.
So sorry, drink your beer.
My Lord of the Rings trivia is
you're betting
pretty terrible.
You're betting a 0 right now, I think. But you might have got the first one right.
I got one.
Gimli, Legolas, Gandalf. Who tries to destroy the One Ring at the Council of Elrond?
Go with Legolas. Damn.
You're just drinking your beer before I even touch it. You're like, damn. Gimli, Gandalf.
Gandalf, please? You fucking suck.
Gimli attacks the One Ring with his battle axe, but it cannot be destroyed. The ring was made in the fires of Mount Doom, and only there can it be unmade.
I don't know who Gimli is. That's my problem.
He's the dwarf.
Which one?
The one in the Lord of the Rings. There's one dwarf in the Lord of the Rings.
The dwarf. You ready?
I was born ready. I've only seen these 1,000 times.
Okay, so I'm obviously terrible at Lord of the Rings trivia. So I'm going to throw it over to Danny. All right, so we have the only way to destroy the Ring of Power is to throw it into the fires of Mount Zion, Mount Doom, Mount Mordor, Mount Moria.
Mordor.
You suck.
What? Oh, it's Mount Doom. Fucking, I don't know why. You're fucking me all up.
We'll go again. Hold on, Danny. All right, we got it. All right. The only way to destroy the Ring of Power is to throw it into the fires of Mount Zion, Mount Doom, or Mount Moria.
It's Mount Doom. Mordor is where Mount Doom is located.
Hey, did you drink?
Is that question 2? I drank twice.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think that's
question 3. I skipped question 2.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. As long as it's 1 through 5.
All right.
Because I read you 6 through 10.
What does Gollum call the Ring of Power? Oh, shit.
My precious.
My darling, my lovely, my treasure, my precious.
I'll take the movie Precious for 5,000.
Why didn't I get this question?
You chose the last 5. I don't. That's what we always.
You're right. All right. Here we go. For what special occasion does Gandalf return to the Shire?
Oh, that would be Bilbo's 111th birthday.
Bilbo's funeral, Bilbo's coronation, Bilbo's birthday, or Bilbo's wedding. Oh,
It's his birthday. That's all right.
You had it. My bad.
Yeah,
his birthday.
Yeah, I got you.
You want another one?
I want the first 5.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I already know what they are just because I read them. I didn't go through and check the answers. I just know them.
All right. The Lord of the Rings movies are based on a novel by what author?
J.R.R. Tolkien. That's right.
I think we all had that one. All right. What is the first voice we hear in the Fellowship of the Rings? Elrond, Gandalf, Frodo, Galadriel. You shouldn't mean. You know this?
Yeah.
Damn it, Danny. How did you know that? Who? You're gonna teach me. Who's Galadriel?
Galadriel, she's all right. You know how Elrond is the like king of the elves that live like in the place with all the waterfalls and shit.
Yes.
Well, there's also wood elves that live like deep in the forest. She's their like she's like their queen, their princess.
Is that the one?
She has extreme magic power. She plays Hela in Thor Ragnarok. Her name escapes me because you've got my phone, or I would look it up.
Is that the one? I'm trying to say what's his face.
Not
name?
Liv Tyler.
Not Liv Tyler.
Not Liv Tyler.
The other
Liv Tyler is
the other
Elrond's
elf.
daughter.
The other elf that is no. So Legolas. Is that the one Legolas saves or helps out because Elrond.
Kate Blanchett. That's who plays her. Well, that's going to bring us to close for trivia. It seems like a solid first half. I got a couple drinks in me. I'm ready to maybe have a little snacky snack and watch this other movie that's probably not great called Megaforce, 1982. It just looks like a shoot-'em-up movie with cars and shit.
Megaforce.
Yeah, Megaforce, directed by Hal Needham. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about it.
God bless America and God save me and Danny for watching Megaforce.
Enjoy your commercial.
This summer, a showdown between man and skeleton crow warrior man.
Holy shit.
Is that it's
You seeing this?
It's like a man, but it's all bone.
How's he do it?
It's a skeleton man. Oh my god, look out, he's got a spear.
He's also got a holy shit. Is that... It's just a whip?
He's got a bow and arrow.
Why don't we have any of these?
It's pretty good. Oh my god, he's got a sword and an axe and a hatchet.
Oh my god.
He's turned into a crow.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
Quick. Shoot it. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang. It's not working.
Keep shooting.
It's still not working. Quick, here's a beer can. Make a bomb. It's not working. Skeleton Man this summer at theaters near you.
And coming soon to another, not probably just your house, Skeleton Man 2, Get Boned, featuring Nicolas Cage.
Skeleton Man.
Special thanks to Brad Sexton for our jams. Please check out his latest project at suns.bandcamp.com. That is sunds.bandcamp.com. Thanks to Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Please check out more of their stuff on Instagram at lamplighter_productions_IL. First time listener, we're anywhere podcasts are found, but if you don't subscribe to any of those services, listen to the show for free on our website. It's just the number 2, movies.buzzsprout.com. That's it's just 2movies.buzzsprout.com. Want to get in touch with the show? Email us at itsjust2movies@gmail.com or find us on Twitter or Instagram at itsjust2movies. Want to support the show? Great. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe on whatever platform tickles your fancy. This fucking thing is something else. We just watched Megaforce from 1982. Let me give you a little info about old Megaforce here.
It felt like an 82 movie.
It really did feel like a 1982 movie.
I mean, that's what, 40 years almost. 39? Shit.
Yeah. It's got a 3.8 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's a little high.
I'm not seeing it on some other stuff. Has Michael Beck, Barry Bostwick, Persis Kambata, Hal Needham.
Hal Needham? Is that a fake name?
Hal Needham's the director also. But he might have had a cameo in it. Henry Sylvia, Edward Mulhare, George Firth. There's a million fucking people in this movie. I'm not going to go over the entire cast.
Who was the girl?
That was Persis Kambata.
I mean, there's only one girl, so.
Yeah, that's it.
Her
that's
name's Persis.
Yeah, you want to see a picture of Barry Bostwick now?
Is that the dude?
He looks like a cartoon character.
That's exactly what he looked like in the movie, but like now.
Yeah. You may have heard of.
Like he had the full beard and the hair, the same style.
Yeah, and Hal Needham is best known for.
Hopefully, it's not this movie.
Let me find best known for here.
If you're best known for this movie,
best known for his frequent collaborations with actor Burt Reynolds, Smokey and the Bandit, Hooper, Cannonball Run, Stroker Ace, and this thing, Megaforce. This came out June 25th, 1982. It had a budget of $20 million, of which they spent every penny, I am sure. And it made $5.7 million in the box office.
So I feel like this movie was a tax write-off for the military.
Almost certainly. There's a lot of...
It's like $20 million. Yeah, nobody really spent $20 million.
No.
We just had $20 million in assets that we don't need anymore.
No. I would give you an elevator pitch for this movie. I'm not 100% sure if this is right, but it's a force of mega magnitude, I guess. A lot of people. And they are not... They're not the military. They're not the army.
I'm not sure who they were.
They don't work for any one specific country, but like 99% of them are Americans.
Well, I'm not sure. There was a German. There was a... There was a Texan. There was...
Yeah.
There was
a Confederate.
There was a Mexican guy, I think.
There was a Japanese guy.
Japanese. Yeah, he was there too.
Japanese guy.
Yeah, they tried to like pull. Yeah,
everybody's wearing like the flag of where they're from on the shoulder of their stuff.
And I'm not sure who Megaforce is still.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone of South Park fame are big fans of this, and they kind of use the idea here to model after for Team America World Police.
You definitely get that feel.
Without giving it away, that's kind of what Megaforce is. They're like World Police.
Yeah, when we first started watching, I thought maybe it was like the Avengers.
They kind of are doing that
against I don't know, like another military that they don't name in the movie.
No, it's just a guy with a bunch of tanks. Where are they? Laos?
I have no idea.
I forget where it said they
absolutely
were.
No idea.
It's in Nevada. It looks like.
I clearly saw this movie was made in one spot. In the Salt Flats in Nevada.
The whole thing is filmed within 3 miles of one spot.
So 20 million my ass. They didn't they didn't have to fucking move anywhere.
Now the music is awesome. I like the music. I'm keeping it hands down. The soundtrack, it's a little stupid and a little schlocky, but I like it.
It was very 80s.
Yeah.
Put you right into the 80s and makes you feel like, oh yeah.
It starts out with this like government public service announcement disclaimer that Megaforce, despite acting like it's not a thing, Megaforce is a thing, and they fight for freedom and against tyranny.
Yeah, man, I watched the whole movie.
Yeah,
and I don't know if there was a side. I thought they were fighting each other at one point.
Yeah, it kind of seems that way.
Yeah, tough to follow for me. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'll go through some of my notes here. There's a long military speech that's really difficult to hear, and nobody acts like they care, and then they blow up a power plant with tanks. And
I forgot about that.
Those are the bad guys.
So the one thing I'll give it, all right, we're in 2021. That's crazy. That's crazy that we're here. Anyway, but this was 1982, straight out of the 70s. Like they're making a movie, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like it just came out of the 70s, or an imagination of a kid in the 90s trying to draw shit. It's like, this is what I would imagine a war looking like. Because they had like motorcycles with lightning bolts on it.
So there's a British guy and this like exotic looking military lady.
Yeah. It's the best part of the movie.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what their purpose is, because then they take them out into the middle of the desert where they meet one of the Megaforce guys.
Yeah, they roll up and meet a Megaforce guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they got there, but
Dallas, he's like wearing like a skull chewing tobacco.
And then there's like
awesome.
Snakes rolling up.
Yeah.
And this hillbilly Texan shoots the snake.
Yeah, he does. What else do you even say about?
So, okay, so I'm going to give away the movie because there's no movie. I don't know whose side's who, and you never know. I don't think you know who, Danny might know, but I didn't know the whole time. I was watching a war movie where they're just doing military exercises. And,
you got Megaforce, and the only way you can identify them is by their uniforms and their fucking weird get-ups.
Yeah. So
then the bad guys is just, it's a bunch of tanks. That's the bad guys.
And I still don't know
a group of tanks.
I don't know who the general and the girl were to the movie. Like,
I don't either. I never did figure they would show up and they toured the Megaforce facility.
This is cool. Like, maybe they're us, the audience, like taking a look. Oh, this is what you guys got going on. So then they go after they meet up with the Texan hillbilly guy,
Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas from Megaforce with his skull shirt.
Yeah. So after that, they meet up and they go to this. I thought they're going to go to outer space. Initially, I was like, they're going to go to outer space.
Yeah.
They went the opposite way and went underground to a military base.
Yeah.
With all these nice little buttons and stuff. It's like,
oh yeah. The military base itself, I thought didn't look too bad for 1982. I thought it was kind of cool. It's still a little hokey.
82 looked good.
You could have made it look way better if you would have spent less money on just rockets.
I'm not sure what they spent money on, honestly.
Rockets and cocaine, maybe.
Still a tax write-off for the military.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this movie was. It's like, we got to get rid of some rockets, guys. You guys want to make a movie about it? And not have a plot to it?
I hope they got a good deal on those fucking motorcycles. Jesus.
Oh, dude, they made motorcycles. Okay. So if I were to build a motorcycle when I was a kid,
there's like 50 of them.
I want a lightning bolt on it. That's going to be badass looking. Yeah. And they made this come to life.
Yeah. Yeah.
They definitely made a motorcycle with a lightning bolt on it and passed it off as a grown-up movie.
Yeah, and then dune buggies, too. They got a bunch of dune buggies.
Yeah, dune buggies. Why not?
They're made up like the motorcycles, and they have like lasers and all kinds of rockets and Gatling guns on them.
They only use the lasers.
They're fucking great. One of them can fly.
One of them can fly. One of them, or all of them, can jump out of a moving airplane and then release a parachute.
Yeah.
And land perfectly okay.
Yeah, we'll get that. They got a Kenny Loggins looking computer guy.
I don't remember
the bit when the three Megaforce guys roll up on British guy and the only woman in the movie, and they're shooting those balloons with like rockets and the Gatling guns.
Holy shit! I forgot about that.
They're all riding wheelies and shit.
Yeah,
it's just balloons.
So they throw balloons up and have
they don't throw them. They just like come out of nowhere.
Well, it's like from the sides. It's like they're shooting out of a cannon from the sides. I think maybe, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong in this movie. But like the motorcycles are jumping and they're like riding through, and it's like they're doing the scene with the side effects right in front of you instead of like blowing up like dirt in front of the motorcycle. They're blowing up the balloon right in front of the motorcycle, so you can see the balloon getting shot. And it's like, what is this? What am I watching? Why would you do that?
That's a weird thing for like a 2-minute long scene. You know what I mean? For a full 120 seconds just to watch these motorcycles on wheelies shooting rockets and shit.
That was the whole movie. I'm pretty sure it was like, let's do as much cool shit in front of the camera as we can.
Well, I guess, yeah. That seems like the big attempt. And they're just a ragtag bunch of stone cold fucking weirdos, man. All of them are. All the Megaforces.
Yeah, so I mean, at the very beginning, we have the commander of some, I don't know what he's commander of, and then the girl, and then they meet the Megaforce people.
Yeah.
And the Megaforce people are, the Asian, the Texan, the German, and then some other people, I'm sure. I can't remember.
Yeah.
They're flying around.
It's pretty much the commander, which his name is also Hunter, and also Ace.
Yeah, you tracked that very well. I couldn't do it.
It's pretty much him and
Ace, yeah.
Another Megaforce guy, which is Dallas. And then the Hispanic cowboy guy?
The Hispanic cowboy.
Those are the main three, I think.
Yeah, and then in the middle of all that, like the Hispanic cowboy and was it Ace? Like they swap lighters at some point. Like
yeah, I think they're swapping more than lighters.
Pretty homosexual references there.
Yeah, it's real strange. Like all the interactions are real strange. Yeah, this giant underground James Bond style bunker. The bunker tour scene, that was kind of okay. And they're just the Avengers without free will because they don't work for any governments, but they answer to a bunch of people.
Like, do you remember?
They weren't very clear about that.
So you can see like the setups, like the military setup, the motorcycle setup. Mm-hmm. You can tell like they're going to like profit off this movie by doing merchandise because I remember 80s toys being like, all right, this is the military base kind of like situation. This is what it looks like with the green lights and the red lights. And, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly where this movie came from. I mean, what those things you played with, like toys you played with.
Yeah. Alicia was looking some stuff up about this and said she found a thing that said Mattel designed the costumes for this.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, which makes total sense. Let's talk a little bit about the costumes in this thing. So it's like a skin tight tights jumpsuit.
It's tight tights.
Oh, tight tights.
Tights.
Gold tights.
Gold. And
they're
in the
all
desert.
The way up. It's a one piece.
It's a one piece. And
you got to wear like a laser tag chest piece.
Yeah.
There's just a box with some buttons on it. I guess it's supposed to kind of give off that Darth Vader vibe, maybe.
I don't know why they were even had 0 point in wearing
Nobody ever interacted with it or said anything about it.
A lot of green and red buttons right on your chest.
Yeah.
It's literally a laser tag like box.
Yeah.
On these people's chests, and it's like
there's so many of them, man. There's just a lot of tight man ass in tights in this.
Yeah. Like they would pan the camera over where a guy was like just like standing real like manly,
a lot of really feathered haircuts. Also, yeah, like feathered hair blowing in the wind, and then just a tight zoom out of a butt.
Yeah, I mean that's the movie in a nutshell.
And not the one woman that's in it though. None of that.
She's in there for like the first part of the movie, which kind of kicks you off, and then she comes in for the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember in the middle of the movie at all.
She wasn't. She like left.
She cost too much. High-end.
I guess. I don't for $20 million. It's just a bunch of rockets. The rockets, by the way, made in Missouri in a place called Raytown. The rockets actually did look pretty good. There's some explosions in this that'd make Michael Bay fucking cream his jeans.
Yeah, that's like the big part of it. It's like Michael Bay watched this movie. Said, I want all my movies I ever make to look 10 times better than this, but I'm going to use this as a premise and just explode shit every other scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so on these very, like, the Jetsons kind of costumes everybody's got going on.
Yeah, they are kind of Jetson-esque.
They have a flag on the shoulder of their thing. And one of the guys, Dallas, who's very clearly from Texas He has a fucking Confederate flag on his. Like everybody else's flags are real flags from real places, and he for some reason just has a Confederate flag one.
It's like, yeah, go ahead and wear that one. That one, you're a Texan, I guess. I don't know what that means. It's like, wear that. Sure, it works.
Right. So they've got this. They're talking about how they're gonna find this guy, and they're gonna get him, and they're gonna blow his shit up, and we got the firepower. And the one lady in the film, I never caught her name. She's like, I want to help, and he's like, you can. You're not qualified. And she's like, oh yeah, ladies can do stuff. So they have this montage of her doing stuff. They have a skydive scene that's like 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it's very clearly like they're just laying on a board in front of a screen kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Like she was in all red and she jumped out of an airplane just to show that she could jump. And the jump scene was like 10 minutes of the movie. This is the first time everyone's ever taken a video of someone jumping out of an airplane.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that's.
I don't think they actually did though. They shot that in a warehouse on the other side of those mountains that they shot the rest of the movie on.
Yeah, you're true. You're right.
Maybe they did. Maybe the camera just looks that weird. I don't think so though. Looks pretty.
Ah, man, it is. Yeah,
it didn't make sense, and it was really, really long.
It was kind of like let's pad the
runtime
time to the movie.
It was supposed to be romantic in some weird way with the music.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. It was just real awkward and real long.
And that's that's the story of the movie. It's real awkward and real.
Long. It fuck for real is. I wrote down a couple of recasts because I was tired of looking at it. I got Dax Shepard as Hunter, Penelope Cruz as the girl.
I thought the girl did fine. I thought she worked.
She did fine. I'm gonna recast,
but everybody else sucked.
Yeah, I'll recast it. Penelope Cruz and Dax Shepard are about the same age too. So
yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head on those two.
Colin Firth is the British guy. Woody Harrelson is Dallas.
That would have made it better, a little funnier.
Yeah, for sure.
A little levity.
And then new wardrobe and new director, but
wardrobe.
I mean, just everybody's get-ups and everything. Even their when they're all going down to the mess hall in the underground bunker, and they put on not their tight zip up, field tights. I don't know what else to call them.
Yeah, I don't know either. I got you though.
They're that. They change out of that and put on like a uniform almost. God, their uniforms are fucking hilarious too.
They're all hilarious.
Yeah,
everything they do is hilarious. Which I'll give. Okay, it's 1982, and this movie comes out. It's going to be a fun movie, I guess, at the theaters just to watch shit blow up. Maybe there's no story to it. There's no plot. You can't say there's a plot to the movie.
But if there was,
it's it's Michael Bay saying, "Let's blow some shit up," and
that's pretty much it.
There might be one side to the war. I have no idea who is on the other side.
It's that guy with tanks.
Yeah,
that's all. And they never say what it is he's after, or
there's no plot.
Why he's a bad guy? He's just like a bad guy.
I mean, at the very end, he's smiling, rooting on the other guy. He's like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah, they're old friends, I guess, or lovers. Seems like lovers. Probably.
It seems like lovers. A heavy innuendo on that.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit where the Megaforce goes to. They're going to blow up Mexican cowboys, one of his bases.
I thought they were in the Middle East.
It's impossible to tell with the location of any of this, except it all is in the desert.
It is in the desert.
It's all in the desert. Yeah, so the Megaforce is, that's what they're going to do. They're going to infiltrate this place and fucking blow it up. They're going to do it in less than 3.5 minutes.
Oh, they had a timer on the movie.
The timer thing on the screen. Yeah. So fucking weird.
I was questioning. I was like, Danny, what's this timer doing?
Yeah, so there's a really the fucking. So they're all in these giant. What do they call them? The gigantic airplanes.
Like B-12 bomber looking things.
Yeah, whatever. Like hangar airplanes.
Hangars. Yeah.
That other vehicles are inside.
Exactly.
So they've got all their, motorcycles and doom buggies and all that shit. And it's showing like 6 people inside the plane chit-chatting back and forth and razzing each other and all that stuff. And they're like, we're over the drop zone, go, go. So they all get in their dirt bikes and their go-karts and their fucking four-wheelers and their iPhones or whatever. And they're jumping out of the plane. So it's like the scene is really long where they're just talking in there to each other.
Very long scene.
And it's 6 people. And then it shows them getting out of the airplane, and there's like 15 of them. And then the camera pans out, and you see like their silhouettes on the backdrop of them jumping out of the plane. There's like fucking 1,000 of them.
And it's not just them jumping; it's them riding motorcycles out of the
jumping motorcycles out of the back
and go karts, and they're like
with parachutes.
And it takes, and then like as Danny said, it like pans out, and then it just like 15 other vehicles just jump out of this airplane.
It's almost like it's in Megaforce.
It's Megaforce,
dude. It's fucking so crazy, man.
I think we need a Megaforce tattoo after this movie.
Dude, I'd get a Megaforce tattoo. Megafarts tattoo. So, the explosions, let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
I thought they looked pretty good.
The explosions, they were real. They
were real explosions. That's why they look pretty good.
They were definitely real.
And there's a bunch of them.
They didn't add much to the story. Like, it's Michael Bay, basically, when he was a kid.
They'd shoot the same explosion from like 35 different angles and then show you every single angle of it.
Every single angle of it.
Yeah. So like one thing to explode would take like 3 minutes of screen time.
Like the explosions were good. They were all good, but they're all shot from like 10 different scenes and used over and over to show you just how cool the explosion was. It's like, all right, hey, we got to show this more than once, guys. Come on.
Yeah, we gotta juice up these explosions, man. But did you have any recasts or anything?
Recasts. Oh man. So if we were to do it like today,
it's optional. However you want.
What do you think? Like if we were to do it today.
Well, we got a little more of the story. We'll finish that first because there's not much. The problem is it's got interesting things to point out throughout the movie, but chronologically sitting there watching it for an hour and a half, it's really drawn out. Everything about it is drawn out.
This movie could have been 30 minutes. Easy.
It probably, yeah. This could have been a pilot TV show.
Because every scene is 10 minutes longer than it needs to be.
Yeah.
And they never connect either.
It's a lot of people standing around staring off in the distance, just chewing up some scenery.
Yeah, they're just looking there like, hey.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
And they're all in tights. So and then it's like, what's going on?
What's the tactical advantage to wearing those kind of tights?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
If you
Maybe
know
a little more aerodynamic.
If you know the tactical advantage to wearing tights while riding a motorcycle with missiles on it in the desert, email me at usjusttwomovies@gmail.com. I would love to know why that would be a good idea, because it seems really ridiculous, and then it also is for sure.
It was very ridiculous.
Yeah. Ridic.
The motorcycles also, you could tell they were straight out of like RoboCop with the front shield on it. With the front shield on it, and then
I kind of like the fucking dune buggy.
Like
the dune buggies and the motorcycles. I just don't like the paint job.
They all looked really good, except that's exactly what I would think in my head when I'm gonna like draw something. Like, let's draw a lightning bolt on it.
Yeah, like some gold lightning bolt. You know what this needs? Like gold lightning bolts.
All I know how to draw is a lightning bolt. This fits perfectly.
Everything's white, tan, and gold. Everything is white, tan, and gold.
That's it.
That's
the movie. White,
That's
tan,
the paint
gold.
job of everything.
They should just call the movie White, Tan, Gold.
White, tan, golds, baby. Megaforce. Oh my god.
We all need tattoos. If you're listening to this podcast, you need a Megaforce tattoo.
What would you get? What would a cool Megaforce? Would it just be the motorcycle?
It has to have a lightning bolt.
Oh yeah. It's not a Megaforce tattoo without one.
You gotta throw some tights in there somehow, right? And then you gotta throw some explosions, like big explosion around Megaforce, like an MF.
How about a hyper realistic tattoo of that guy riding that flying motorcycle at the end?
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus Christ, it's so fucking outlandish.
It's over the top. It's so over the top that nothing that we say right now is gonna justify
No,
being over the top.
The Hispanic cowboy guy that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's given 1,000% in the acting column.
Dude, he tried really hard.
He tried a little too hard.
I was like, you need to be in a different movie.
He seems like a bad guy from Scooby-Doo. Like, he just is... he's coming in way too hot to be live action.
Well, I mean, you could tell he was acting in a movie that required no acting.
Right.
No acting at all. It was like, oh, man, you're really going after it.
I'm sure that was not his...
You should talk to your agent about that.
I'm sure that was not his first or last job either. They probably wanted that out of him, but...
It's like, act as hard as you can.
Right. And nobody else is doing that.
No one else.
It's just him.
It's just him.
He just is like screaming at weird, inappropriate times and laughing like a psychopath at shit that's not funny.
He's that big smile on his face the whole time. He's
Yeah.
like, this is great. He's like, this movie sucks. No, it's not great.
He's got cheekbones like handsome Squidward. It's very strange. They're trying, you know. They're trying.
Oh man, the one thing I can say is the visuals for 1982. They look good.
They did look pretty good.
If they would have put a story and a plot together with the with the explosions and with the cow, you know.
The worst part is the part at the end with the flying motorcycle. Like, that's the worst looking part out of all of it.
Yeah.
And the skydiving scene. Anything in the air, the technology just wasn't there yet.
It wasn't there yet.
Nah, just nix it. You don't need to fuck with that.
But they tried. They
did. They gave it a good shot. So, Hispanic cowboy guy, he's got him between a rock and a hard cock. And
I have no idea.
He's like, I got tanks. I'm gonna blow you up if but you have to come this way. So you're gonna die.
I'm glad you followed the story because I had no idea what was going on there.
And they decide to go around him and come at him from behind.
Oh shit!
Instead of, okay, imagine there's a place where there's only one entrance and exit, and you have to go through it. But I've got tanks here. So what do? They go around and come at the tanks from behind. But all they really needed to do was to get through anyway. So why didn't they just go around? And then why was this ever an ordeal to begin with? They could have just driven around him.
I can't believe you followed that.
Well, it's because he was explaining it, and I'm like, what?
It's practically amazing.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because I watched the same movie you watched, and all I saw was, I thought the same side was fighting the same side the whole time.
I think you got up to take a piss, and he was explaining it on a computer that was really just a light bright.
Oh.
Remember those? There's a throwback.
There's a lot of throwbacks.
My senior citizens know what I'm talking about. They get up on those tanks, and the main guy, who I would recast again as Dex Shepard.
I think you're right. I think you showed me a picture of him now, and he looks exactly the same. He's this blonde dude with a blonde beard all the way straight down.
He's got the exact same beard, the exact same haircut, only now he's a little wrinkly, and it's all
gray.
White. Yeah.
It's white, yeah.
Yeah, he does look exactly the same as he did in Megaforce. No, he's a fucking time capsule.
He probably feels the same too. He's like, I'm 1980s.
Yeah. It's 1984 right now. Sure thing, Grandpa. Let's get you to bed.
Like, fuck you.
He jumps that tank and like casually just throws a grenade in it.
Oh, the grenade.
Slow motion.
The grenades were the worst looking grenades I've ever seen in any movie. It looks like a plastic grenade you'd buy from Walmart in 1980.
Yeah.
And then grab it from your waist and toss it off like it was a plastic can or something.
Oh man, yeah, it's like the grenades are like. All right, so some of the guys have it's like a plastic black thing on their hip, and it's got grenades on there, but they look like they're just being held on with like bread ties.
Yeah,
but they're they are plastic toy grenades.
They are
you
toy
just
grenades.
Look at it and go, I had those.
It's like, dude, that's not a grenade.
No.
You're not even trying.
Yeah, you could have got some dud grenades, but then you wouldn't have been able to have them on the hip because you're wearing fucking spandex.
Yeah, it was spandex. The belt they had, it's like if you took that belt off, they'd be straight in spandex.
Yeah, with their little chest plates. That's it,
top to bottom. But the belt they had like some big gloves in front for a while. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember the gloves.
It's like, what do you do? It's like, all right, we're just hiding up the front of our body.
Right. It's a lot of really weird. You shouldn't let a toy company design this shit because they're thinking, what's the cheapest thing we can manufacture?
A lightning bolt on a motorcycle.
Yep, lightning bolt, and just make them gold. Make them gold.
Make them gold, and they'll throw some gold carts in.
Yep. You got to give them helmets so we can put cheap helmets on them. We don't have to design the faces.
That's probably where the base of any cultural revolution. They're like, we're starting it with motorcycles, go-karts, and lightning bolts.
So you might be wondering to yourself, Danny, why'd you pick Megaforce? What does it have in common with God Bless America? And
I'm asking
to be honest with you, I don't know. I think America is probably...
America, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
coming again.
I'm not sure the connection there.
To save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Let me try to connect it really quick.
See what you can do. I thought it was like guys in cars and a shoot 'em up, like a shoot 'em up thing. And it was, but it wasn't really shoot 'em up, it was like explode 'em up.
It's explode 'em up for sure.
Nobody gets shot in this. Everything explodes. Yeah. A rattlesnake gets shot. That's it.
This movie was age 7 and up. So
maybe that's why we watched it.
There was just a bunch of explosions to this. It's like a fireworks show the whole time. Remember there was one scene where there was a bottle rocket that went like a loop-de-loo?
Oh yeah. Like one of the rockets misfired, I guess.
Instead of going straight,
maybe one of the guiding pieces fell off of it, and it just like.
It's like you fuck up a bottle rocket and you throw it, and it goes like in the wrong direction.
And there was another one that just went straight into the ground. It's fucking such a bizarre. It's such a bizarre choice of like how to do it. It seems like there would be so many other ways that you could make it not dumb.
I literally don't know what they were trying to do as far as telling a story. There was no story there that I could follow.
I think there was a story. It just wasn't very interesting. There's this people called Megaforce, and they don't do tyranny, and they fight for justice. And this guy's got tanks, and he's being a meanie because he blew up that power plant.
The power plant. Okay.
So I think that's it. They're just out to get him, but it happens to be old boy's
lover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to hurt you. And then, he smiled on his way out.
Yeah. And laughs.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, it's a great time. Blow shit up.
You see him in that crazy flying motorcycle.
Yeah. He's, it's like, what a great time this was. War is great.
Yeah. It's very, very, very strange.
So to your point, I don't know if I can connect the movies. I'm trying. I don't know if I can connect that movie to anything.
I'm gonna go with America. That's our God Bless America has America in the title.
There you go. I like it.
And Megaforce has like 99% Americans in it.
Did you mention the Team America thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Megaforce, Team America, that feels very
yeah.
Very together.
That's connecty. I like it. So what would you rate this as a regular movie? Just a regular old...
Ooh, okay, for 2021 or for
just now?
Just now, damn.
Just imagine you watched it just because it was on. Not that you watched it deliberately because you knew it wasn't going to be very good.
I mean, how fast would I turn it off? No. What did I give the last movie? Okay, I'm gonna be gentle here, and we'll give it a 1.75.
1.75 for a regular movie. I was gonna say 1.5. Yeah, 1.5, 1.75, something like that.
I was trying to give some, leeway here, but
I could see where it's got its charm for a thing from 1982, but
it's tough.
It doesn't hold up.
You know what? I've watched some terrible movies. Me and you watched some terrible movies.
Yeah.
I was able to watch this one. I didn't pass out halfway through.
That's true.
There's explosions. The explosions, Michael Bay might be onto something.
Yeah. Yeah, there is quite a bit of that in there. I think they knew that's mostly what they had going for them, so they just went buck wild on it.
Let's blow shit up. It's like, what else are they going to blow up?
I don't know.
And what's this weird gay tension going on with
him and the Mexican guy?
This is Mexican. What's going on here? I kind of want to see what's going on here, but I know they're not going to follow up with this story.
They're like hugging a little too long.
No, hon. Do you remember they did the thumb thing?
Yeah, it looks like your main character puts his thumb in the other guy's mouth, like really sensually, like 50 Shades of Grey style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he moves his hand and he put a cigar in his mouth. But from
man.
your vantage, that's not what's happening.
Well,
cigar or no cigar, he still put his thumb in that guy's mouth.
And then they wave by kissing their thumb.
Yeah.
And then putting their thumb in the air.
Give a little kiss and then they
like,
give you a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, guys.
Just fucking weird, man. Just weird shit.
You know, it's like, let's try some stuff. Let's throw it at the wall.
I could have took the whole thing more serious were they not in tights. Were they not in tights and the paint jobs on the bikes and the dirt bikes or whatever, if all that shit was like a different paint job and they weren't wearing gold tights, I think the movie would have had a whole different tone altogether.
I mean, if the scenes connected a little bit better for me, I would have could have followed a bit more. But
yeah, because they don't.
Because you get from scene 1 to scene 2 where they're just in the desert, then scene 3 when I literally thought they were going to a spaceship, like because they're in like a circle building. I'm like, what are they in a spaceship or are they underground? So like half the time I'm like, oh, well, I guess they're underground now.
Yeah. There's a lot of really strange cuts. I remember they're underground and then it cuts to Hispanic cowboy. He's playing chess and he's cheating. Right. It just cuts straight to it. Like it doesn't mention anything about it.
Yeah, they're playing chess, and the guy walks away, and he's like, "I'm gonna put all my my king, the knight, and guy, I don't know, bishop. I'm gonna put them all right here." And the guy's gonna walk back, and I'm gonna win. And the guy walks back and goes, "Checkmate."
He's like, "Oh, how did you do that?" It's because you moved 3 pieces at once, halfway, all the way across the board, and the guy didn't notice.
You're just not smart.
No. If he's that dumb, you should have been able to beat him pretty easily.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be playing. Like
no. Checkers is probably more.
Checkers, maybe. I don't know. It might be over your head, but checkers for sure. Starting point.
I never really did understand checkers, and nobody ever explained it to me. Every time I played checkers, I was like, "Okay, you're cheating. You've got to be cheating." It seems like you're just making rules up as you make moves that don't make any sense.
Checkers or chess?
Checkers.
I mean,
I like playing chess.
I mean, there's only a couple moves you can make on checkers, up and down.
Yeah, but sometimes people be like, pop, 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 king me.
Gotcha.
I think you're fucking cheating.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
You can hop more than once, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, well, I've been like explaining how that works, and then it just sounds like bullshit,
Yeah, it's like, now my pawn has turned into a king.
So, what'd you think of this as a bad movie? Like you knew it was going to be, you knew it was going to be trash when we sat down to watch it.
It was 1982 movie. I'm gonna give it as a bad movie when I knew what I was getting into in early 1980s. It had a definite feel of coming straight out of the 70s, trying to make a upbeat kind of action movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
I was going to say 6. I was going to say 6 exactly. If they would cut 20 minutes of it, I'd give it like an 8. Because it is really fun to beat up on. Like the style, the haircuts, the dialogue.
Like everything they do is so over the top and it's so like...
it's funny.
It's
pretty funny.
It's fun. It's fun. It is a fun movie to beat up on for sure. But some of the scenes lasted way too long. Like if it was a scene for a little bit...
Yeah. Like a scene where anything blows up, which is most of the movie, and the skydiving thing.
But all those scenes were like 10 minutes. I was like, damn it. Like, what are you doing here? It's like, why is this so long?
Yeah, the pacing's really,
it's like,
really
this
slow.
is sufferable. I can't do this.
Pacing's probably got to be one of the hardest things to nail as a director, I think. Like the speed at which you tell the story.
Yeah, and this movie, maybe this is a jumping off point for a lot of the movies. Like, don't do this, guys.
Yeah, don't.
Took way too damn long.
Here, watch this. Take notes on what not to do.
Right.
I mean, I think that's my biggest thing is just shorten it up. It's just too fucking long.
It could have been a 30-minute movie, easy.
It could have been a 30-minute movie. Realistically, you still want to make it a full-length feature. You could still cut 20 minutes off of it and say it's.
If you were to throw a real plot and movie storyline to the movie, yeah, you could get 45 to a minute or to an hour.
So tell me, Jackson, Have you consumed anything else recently that you think other people should be aware of? Like, oh, hey, I watched this thing, or I heard this album, or I watched this show, or read this thing.
So, last time I was here, Danny told me, he said, hey, you ever watch Into the Spider-Verse? I was like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, no, I have not. And now I'm obsessed with that movie. So I've watched that like 20 times now.
I fucking love that movie.
It's such a great movie. So that's one thing I've watched. Obviously, last time I was here, I said I watched a lot of anime. I still watch a lot of anime. One show I think is top notch right now is Jujutsu Kaisen. I think it's
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I think it's a good movie or a good show.
How much of it's out there?
It's like 19 episodes right now.
Okay.
I think there's a big manga around it. So
my daughter loves mangas.
Yeah,
she's got a ton of them.
It's good. I think it's a South Korean manga.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Have you watched
Japanese.
that? Have you watched that Home Sweet Home, or I think it's just called Sweet Home on Netflix?
I've not.
It's your type of thing. I mean, if you like cool like silicone CGI monsters,
yeah,
it's like zombies, but instead of everybody turning into a zombie, they turn into a different monster.
Ooh. So
everybody's a different monster, but there's these people trapped in an apartment complex, and it's got a real like manga hero vibe to it. Nice. But it's live action.
I'll have to take a look. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Is it Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I binged the whole thing in one night.
Shit.
Couldn't stop watching it. It's fucking pretty
How
good.
many episodes has it got?
13 maybe.
13? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. I mean, obviously, right now, the final season of Attack on Titan's on.
Yep, I'm gonna wait for it to wrap completely before I start it, so I can just binge it.
That's good. That's so good.
Yeah, I get on Reddit and I see things on Titan Folk where some people are liking it, some people aren't liking it.
I'm weird about like internet stuff. Like I try to stay away from things that I know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know enough about. Like I'm interested in first season. I'm not gonna watch anything about it, or I'm not gonna look. Fucking cat. Holy shit. But yes, yeah. So I'm a bit weird about how I consume things. Like if I know I'm watching something, I know I'm behind on it.
Mm-hmm.
I will intentionally never look at anything related to it.
Yeah. That's kind of how I am. I try to avoid spoilers.
So if I'm 5 seasons behind, I'm never gonna watch anything about it until I watch that episode or I've got to this certain point. You know.
Anything else besides that show that you think is worth looking into?
I mean, I do watch a lot of anime. So, let's see. I watch Black Clover. It's a pretty good show.
Black Clover's all right.
It's all right. You know, it's some of these shows I watch are just kind of like
Black Clover's easy watching.
It's easy. It's easy. It's like I don't have to be too invested in it. It's nice.
It's like
nice
comfort show.
Yeah, comfort.
Watch it while you're doing laundry and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I watch Boruto, the new basic season of Naruto. And then let's see what else. The second season of The Promised Neverland. Have you watched that one?
I don't know that one.
You haven't watched that yet?
No. I had not Crackle. Fuck, what's it called?
Crunchyroll.
VRV. Yeah, I had VRV for a while, and there was a bunch of stuff on there, plus everything that was on Crunchyroll. So I checked out a bunch of different animes while I was on there. Some of them I finished, some of them I didn't. I watched Overlord, which I liked quite a bit.
I watched that.
Yeah.
I don't like. It was one of those movies. Another movie I went into not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, that's how I watched it. I was like, well, I know it's popular. I've seen a couple of memes. I'll check it out.
Pleasantly surprised movie. I was like,
yeah.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, I really liked Goblin Slayer. I think that's probably one of my top 5 favorite runs ever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pissed they're never going to make any more of it.
Yeah, they probably won't. They probably won't.
No, they won't. It's fun though. It's Gold Goblin Slayer's good stuff.
They are coming out the season 2 of
Rising of the Shield Hero.
Rising of the Shield Hero 2.
Yeah,
is up. I haven't.
It's on. It's on.
It's coming up this year.
It's like I would look forward to that. I quite like that show.
Yeah. So the season 2's coming up on that one. What else we got?
I like the very jaded main character.
Yeah, he's definitely jaded. Like, fuck y'all.
Naofumi?
Yeah.
It's a good anime.
I haven't watched it in like a year and a half, so I could probably watch the full season first, and then next season coming up.
So for our folks out there that couldn't give two squirts of piss about anime,
yeah.
What anything else? Anything else you've seen lately that you're like, oh, that was good?
Yeah, I ain't got much.
Well, that's okay.
I finally caught up to Avengers Endgame. Finally watched that.
Oh yeah, you were telling me that during the break while we were watching the movie that you just had never seen Endgame and Infinity War.
Yeah, I'd never seen Infinity War or Endgame.
And now you've just been watching the shit out of them.
And I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing how they connected all these storylines and put it together.
Yeah, seamlessly. Well, there's a couple little tiny hiccups. If you're going all the way back to Iron Man, there's a couple, but
I wasn't like in on everybody, like watching it like up, like you had to go to the theaters and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of out of that scene, I guess, of needing to go watch it. So like I was like, I'll watch this and because I'd watched the Iron Man, I watched the Captain Americas.
Mm-hmm. The only reason I was saying that Alicia and I have seen all of the Marvel movies in theater is because that used to be like my favorite thing to do was to go to the movies.
Right.
When I was a bachelor, I lived up in St. Louis with a bunch of my buddies in a big brick shit house.
Right.
Just to get out of the house that 7 other people lived in.
Go watch a movie.
I would go to the St. Louis Mills and I'd go to the movie theater and I'd just buy like tickets to 3 different movies back to back.
Yeah.
Stop and go get lunch at fucking Johnny Rockets or whatever and then just go straight back in.
What a different world we're in right now. It's
Isn't
crazy.
it fucking bizarre?
It's like
malls are like fucking graveyards now.
Oh man. And I do like watching movies at theaters. For me, like that was something that I didn't jump into and say I have to watch this. I was like, I'll watch it when I can, whatever. So when I finally watched Endgame, I was like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
What an amazing movie.
Yeah, it's fucking...
I was like, how did you guys pull this off? Like, you connected every storyline, every fandom of, like, I want to see this happen in a movie.
There's so many different bits from so many different comic book runs.
Yeah.
That it just, the way it's all peppered in and they tie it up together with a nice neat little bow on top.
And they're like, we're done. And it's like, that works. I'm good. I don't need to watch another Marvel movie.
They're getting ready to start the next phase. I think the next Marvel movie comes out in the next couple of months. They're going to do Black Widow, and then is it... what's the other one? Not Inhumans. It's Celestials? No. Something about space people.
So let me ask. Black Widow. Is this a prequel?
I believe so, yeah.
It has to be, right?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's got to be.
She dies for the Soul Stone,
right? Which, as far as I am aware, there's no other way to bring her back. So, for all intents and purposes, her character is dead.
She's gone
She's
from all
dead.
realities, from all universes.
Yeah,
it has to be a prequel, I would think.
Yeah. So David Harbour is going to play Taskmaster. I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's going to be fun. I like David Harbour. Also, he's just a big man. He just put a big man in a skull, in a sweet skull mask with a sword and a shield. He's intimidating because he's large, you know?
Right, yeah. Yeah, that would be he'd be a good one.
I'm pretty pumped about that. Other than that, man, I think that's all I think that's all I got for the show.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good time watching both movies. Both were new to me, so I had a good time watching both of them. Great time first movie. Second time, or first time for the second movie is, it's a bad movie, so 6 point.
That's the point.
Six out of,
this ain't your granddad's tenderloin Tony.
You guys aren't going to start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that gold talk for a one-eyed Batman.
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob, we don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin, businesses are booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
No, God. I'll probably put that at the end. That's my cat, John Lithmeow. We have 3 cats. 2 of them are outside. John Lithmeow lives outside.